Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you are watching this. I appreciate you taking time to uh, find interest in the flyer that brought you here. If you went through the process that I put out, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Tamani Mwandani. I'm the founder of the Black Gold Nation and the chairman for the GROW4CARE Alliance. So this is the flyer that you saw that led you here. And this is going to be the quick training that we're going to go through because this is not deep at all. I'm going to show you the simple and easy duplication to raise money for what you're trying to do. And I'm going to tell you why it creates a win-win. As the flyer states, this most certainly has no fundraising goal that's too small. If you're only trying to raise $100 for personal needs or something else, or if you need to raise one, two, three, four, 5,000, this can most certainly help you get there, if not knock out the entire goal. If your goal is anything beyond 5, 6, 7,000, if it goes on that high end, then this can help help you reach that goal. And it'll probably be a part of some other things that you guys are doing. But the beauty of this is that no matter how small your goal is, we can most certainly help. There are no startup costs or fees at all. There's no registration required. And this can most certainly be done in your spare time. So thank you for being here. I sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to share my screen a few times to explain what we're doing with our fundraiser and how you can help with that. Because as the flyer states, this is most certainly a win-win situation if we do it the right way as far as strategic partners. So the GROW4CARE Alliance is a nonprofit that I started a few years ago. GROW and CARE are both acronyms. GROW stands for Generating Real Opportunities to Win, and CARE stands for Community Action Results and Empowerment. So when you put them together, you have generating real opportunities to win for community, for action, for results, and for empowerment. We started about a year ago, GROW4CARE Digital. GROW4CARE Digital is our weekly digital magazine, the only one of its kind in the country, a weekly digital magazine that we put out talking about different things as relates to the forward progress of melanated African descendants in this country and around the world. We focus on grassroots. We focus on the spaces and communities where we live, the cities where we live, because if we can build power there, then it's continual momentum from there. What we've done in the past, our people, our movements, is that we've made the mistake of trying to build a house from the roof down. We try to go too far, too wide, too fast, too many chapters, too many offices all over the place, but we have no power base by which we can control because we have certain things in place. If we can't control the levers that govern our day-to-day lives on a day-to-day basis, if we don't have control over the school system, if we don't have control over the taxation system, if we don't have control of the policing system, if we don't have control of those systems that affect our day-to-day lives, then we're doing something wrong and we're probably doing it the right way. So we're probably doing it the wrong way. Um, GROW4CARE Digital is the magazine we came out with because there were so many things happening in the country, and we were trying, as we've been trying since we started Black Gold Nation in 2016, we're always trying to let our people know not only what's going on, but what we need to do to push back against, combat, and prepare for. So that's the purpose of the GROW4CARE digital magazine, which comes out of our community efforts via the GROW4CARE Alliance. So you can go to our website, grow4care.org, and click on at the top of the menu, click on GROW4CARE Digital, subscribe and download. Download a copy, scroll through it, and you will see exactly what the magazine about. And I doubt very seriously that you will have issues if you love Black people. If you care about Black people moving forward, you're not going to have any issues with this magazine. So I've already gone downloaded a copy for you, and I'm going to bring up a copy real quick so I can show you how the fundraiser ties into that. So once you download a copy of the issue, it comes to you as a PDF. Our first issue was the third week of February in 2025. So we've already been doing this for a year. And when we started, the first issue was about 24 pages. And now we're at 90 pages plus. I never go past 98, but I can't remember the last time it was less than 90. And of course, we have ads in every issue, but the information is what makes the pages so plentiful because again, a lot of things happening in the country that our people just don't know about. So the fundraiser is a came out of what we do via the GROW4CARE digital magazine. So every issue has a section called In Remembrance of. This is our most recent issue. And we're talking about George Jackson. If you don't know who George Jackson is, download it and read the article, or just go to YouTube and type in George Jackson. So every issue from last February has an in remembrance of section that talks about a different Black person, brother or sister, a different organization, a different movement, some detrimental things like the government's counterintelligence program that attacked our organizations and our leadership. In remembrance of is about remembering brothers and sisters who have given time, energy, effort, oftentimes their lives to move forward the Black cause, the Black agenda. I like to say the Black needle, move the Black needle forward. And every issue since last February, and remember, this is a weekly digital magazine, so 4 times every month we're putting out in remembrance of, and we don't cover the typical Black people that most of us have heard about, probably all of us have heard about: Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass. We focus on those brothers and sisters that most people don't know about, or very few of us know about, because these people aren't covered for whatever reason. So the current fundraiser, which is what brought you here, comes out of for Black History Month moving forward. We created a, make sure I already have it prepped. We created a it's like a Black History booklet that is called Magnificent Melanated Minds, and we took out the in remembrance of sections, compiled them into one document, and we created a new document, a new book called Magnificent Melanated Minds. And this is what the fundraiser is all about. This is the first volume, and it's the first volume because this is already at 96, 98 pages. I didn't want it to go beyond 100 pages, so there's going to be a volume 2 coming out in a few weeks. And this is our efforts. This is the In Remembrance of section compiled into one document from our weekly digital magazine. And again, we cover Black people that most Black people have never heard about, like the Reverend Albert B. Clegg, Reverend Leon Sullivan, Paul Cuffey, Bernard Garrett. Most people don't know that the movie The Banker, that had the young brother who plays the superhero in the Marvel movies, I can't remember his name, I think Black Falcon, I think, and Samuel L. Jackson, the banker, those are real brothers who were buying banks, literally buying banks in the Jim Crow South. These kinds of people we simply don't know about for whatever reason. So we've taken the In Remembrance of sections and created this Magnificent Melanated Minds Volume 1 to raise money for what we're trying to do, which is get our first physical space so that we can do other things here in Houston, Texas. Every section, this is the longest one because this is the founder of the church that I was a member of. So no one person has, I think, 6 or 7 pages. Most of them are 3 to 4 pages, and all of them have a video that you can click on at the end and watch that video, or you can click on the QR code, depending on how you want to do it. The whole point is to further educate our people as it relates to what we've done, what we've accomplished, and more importantly, what we can still do and what we can still accomplish if we simply put certain things in place. So the fundraiser, very, very easy, very, very simple. I have a cut and paste message that I've been sending out to people that I'm connected with on Facebook. I'm going to go through it really quickly and read it to you because, again, when I tell you this is very simple, this is a cut and paste fundraising operation that if you can devote, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes a day to connecting with your Facebook people, your Instagram people, your friends and family via your cell phone, however you can reach out to people. If you can cut and paste this message, that's all you got to do. Cut and paste it along with a image cover of the Magnificent Melanated Minds, and it'll go from there. Some people will respond, some people won't. Making a blanket post on your Facebook, Instagram, social media website probably won't work for whatever reason. People have to be asked individually, one by one. So if you can commit 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, and reach out to 15, 20, 25 people a day. I try to do 50 a day. But this is what I do. So I have that time, and that really only takes, I do 10 every 30 minutes. So after 2.5, 3 hours, and I do it between projects. I'm pretty much almost done with my 50, maybe, yeah, 3.5, 4 hours. But I'm going back and forth between other projects. So if you only have 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, 10 to 15 minutes at your break, at your lunch break, 10 to 15 minutes at the evening, or you can compile those. So the more you do, the more you increase your chances of someone buying a copy of the Black History booklet. And of course, every time something is sold, you get half of what's sold. The first five, you get $5, and then the after you reach the sixth one moving forward, it'll be $10 moving forward. So this is the text message that you will be sending out if you decide to do this. And again, it's really easy. Grand Rising, that's how I say it. You can say good morning, brother, sister, whatever their name is. I hope and pray all is well. And this is about the history of how we got to this booklet. On February 25th, 2025, last year, the GROW4CARE Alliance launched GROW4CARE Digital, the first and only weekly digital magazine in the country, with a 100% Black grassroots priority position and perspective for the acquisition of grassroots spiritual, cultural, economic, educational, socioeconomic, and political positioning, partnership, and power. The following is our inaugural volume of Magnificent Melanated Minds in homage to brothers and sisters who have been, for whatever reason, lesser known, overlooked, or forgotten, truly unsung. This initial volume is not just an effort to remember and honor, but to also raise enough capital to help GROW4CARE Alliance, the GROW4CARE Alliance, secure its first physical cultural, which is what I just said, first physical culture, business, and education facility. And we're hoping that you will be open to being a part of that. Now, this is why it's so important that you send them to people that you know first. Send them to your warm market first, because if it's coming from you, and we actually have a program now that if for whatever reason you don't want to do this, we have people that can work with you to reach out to people that you're connected to, and you still benefit from that. It won't be $10 per, it'll be $5 per, $5 per, because other people are doing the work, but you can still benefit. And again, no time on your part, no upfront costs, no registration fees, none of that. So the bullet points for the digital magazine, this says for only $20, because at this time, which was the beginning of last month, we only had the digital copy, and now we have a digital and hard copy, black and white, and hard copy color. And so your verbiage will be updated to show not just the $20, but the $32 for the hard copy black and white, and the $75 for the hard copy full color. For only $20, you can have an electronic copy of 96 pages of Black history that most educators, organizations, and schools never cover. In-depth information and analysis on each person or organization covered. Like I said, each article is 3 to 4 pages with a video attached to all of them. Introductory information for the main person / organization to connected history. So like if I talk about George Jackson, he started an organization that worked with the Panthers. So you have a connection with George Jackson to the Panthers, which opens up a whole avenue of other people you can learn more about. QR codes and hyperlinks for more information via videos. With an optional companion workbook in 2 weeks. We're working on a workbook that we can give to educators, homeschoolers, teachers, if they want to go into more detail and use the information in the Magnificent Melanated Minds booklet to educate children. So we're creating that as well. And that is also comes with the $20. So they don't have to pay an additional $20 to get that. They just pay it at one time, and then we go from there. And the second volume in 4 weeks. And at this point, it's 2 weeks, because we've been already working on it. So for $20 for an electronic copy, $32 for a hard copy black and white, you get the initial volume and the workbook. And if you want, and for the $20, you get all of this. But since we have to print the hard copy, the $32 will only be $15. So you're paying half of what you paid initially for a hard copy. Off on $20 are your initial costs, while also helping us reach our goal of 1,000 issues. So we're trying to reach 1,000 issues by the end of this month. And I sold almost 100 copies in 2.5, 3 weeks, just by cutting and pasting the same verbiage. So with the above, do you have any questions for me? And if people have questions, of course, you can either direct them to me, or you can ask me the question. I'll give you the answer, and we can go from there. If not, can we count on you to purchase a copy of our inaugural volume of Magnificent Melanated Minds? And then you cut and paste this verbiage, send them a picture of the cover, which you've all seen. Most people love it, and then you hopefully get a response that's favorable. Again, if you have a good relationship with the people, they're going to respond yes, no, thanks, how can I help? If you don't have a strong connection with the person, they may not reply at all. So I send reminders, but that's just me. Because people they may not get the message, they might not see it, they might forget, whatever. So it's always important to stay on top of what you're doing and to track what you're doing. That's going to be vitally important because you want to stay on top of your numbers as you seek to raise the money that you're trying to raise. And basically, that's it. It is very simple. It is very easy. Again, it doesn't cost you any money up front. Doesn't Oh, I'm trying to share the flyer. Doesn't cost you any money up front. All you're really investing is your time. But the time isn't hours upon hours of time. The time is just how much you want to put into it. And of course, like any fundraising effort, the more time you put into it, the more you increase your chances of hitting your goal, whatever those goals are. So that is it. This is the training. Very simple. Like I said, quick training. That was it, because this ain't deep. Simple duplication. If you can commit 15, 20, 25 minutes a day to cutting and pasting that verbiage that you will receive along with the color picture of the booklet, if you can do that, then you're going to make money because people are going to buy it. And more importantly, what they're getting for their initial purchase is more than they're going to get anywhere else. And it's for a good cause. Again, no amount is too small. 50, 100, 250, $500. That's what you're trying to raise. Amen. If you want to go into 1, 2, 3, 4,000. So to give you a quick example of how simple this could be, let's say if you're trying to raise $1,000 for your organization or for whatever, $1,000 divided by 10, because you get $10 every issue after your fifth issue, your fifth sale, that's 100 issues. So if the people in your organization, if you guys can commit to each selling 10 copies in the first week, you get 10 people on your team, that's your $1,000. And all you're doing is cutting and pasting information. And I and the person who wants to buy it will take it from there. As soon as they make a purchase, I will send you your portion via Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal, however you want to receive it. And we go from there. So again, no goal is too small, no startup costs or fees. You don't have to register. Hopefully, this will be at the beginning of a relationship by which we can continue to work together moving forward because we need each other, but it doesn't have to be. And of course, this can be done in your spare time. My name is Tamani Yamondani. I'm the founder of Black Gold Nation. I'm also the chairman for the GROW4CARE Alliance, which is the parent organization of GROW4CARE Digital. This is what I do, always trying to find ways to move our people forward. We have a number of programs, a number of businesses, ventures that we're about to start, and having our own physical space is absolutely critical. And that's why we're having this fundraiser, because we're trying to raise a certain amount of money to do what we need to do. And the thought was, well, okay, other people who look like you and I, not necessarily, doesn't have to be, but this is a Black product. So people that look like us, we're always trying to raise money, especially our nonprofits. I have a very close friend of mine who um, his nonprofit dollars got cut. Like a lot of people's nonprofit dollars are getting cut. So that's a reality that our nonprofits are having to deal with. And I won't say this is the end all be all, but this can most certainly help you do whatever you're trying to do. And again, it doesn't cost you any money. Only thing it will cost you is time, but even the time commitment isn't that deep. So if you can commit to 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes a day to sharing some information, cutting and pasting, and that's it. And you get other people who are already part of your organization and or your team to do the same thing, you can generate capital and make this thing work. And then the more sophisticated we become, because we're working on a series of ebooks focusing on different AI platform um, software programs. There are things that we can do in this space that can benefit all of us if we simply, work together. So that is it. If you have any questions, you can always text me or call me. My cell number is 832-239-7431. Again, that's 832-239-7431, or you can send me an email. My direct email is theblackgoldnation@gmail.com, or you can email thecarolines.info@gmail.com. Either one works. Black Gold Nation, I'm sorry, theblackgoldnation@gmail, or thecarolines.info@gmail. Either one works. Or you can just call me or send me a text. 832-239-7431. So thank you very much. God bless you. And thank you for being here. Thank you for responding to the flyer. If you have any questions, reach out, ask, and it's not deep. And then we can go from there. If this is something that you like, but you don't want to reach out to people individually that you're connected to on social media for whatever reason, that's okay. You can still benefit because we have people that will do that on your behalf. you will only get $5 for that because other people are doing the work, but it's still money coming in for you for your cause, and you don't have to do anything other than give us permission to go through your friends list. And the verbiage is a little bit different because we state that we're working with you, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty much the same. And even those persons who will be doing that, they're still cutting and pasting. Same thing. So this is about us working together, without uh high barriers to entry. It's about us benefiting as a collective because we're working together so that we can all make sure what we're trying to do happens because it's obviously important to us. That's why you're here. So on that note, thank you guys very much. God bless you. If you have any questions, reach out and let me know. And hopefully, we have a new strategic partnership that we can work with together, and we'll continue to work on other things moving forward. I can support you as I'm always willing to do, and you can support me as I hope you will always be willing to do. Because at the end of the day, all we have is one another because ain't nobody coming to save Black people, but we don't need anyone to save ourselves. We can do it ourselves if they just get out the way. But even that don't always happen. So you guys have a good day. God bless. Thank you very much. And hopefully I will meet you physically, face to face real soon in the near future. Take care. Bye-bye.